So how does it start?
Well, most people would say it starts with luck.
But not in your case.
No, in my case, you break a leg, generally.
Superstitious?
No, not at all. I just don't really believe in the L word.
Then what? What has been a typical night for you, a big night?
You just have to get out there and kill him. Knock him dead. Give no quarter, no mercy. I just really like to dig deep, give them something that leaves them in pieces in the aisles.
Well, no mercy, huh?
None. You commit, 100%. Otherwise, what's the point? Someone else is just going to come along and do it better. And then where are you?
I'm sure I have no idea.
You don't. And with all due respect, how would you? That's why you're here, asking the questions.
And I appreciate you answering them. Thank you.
No problem at all. Speaking of questions, though, I do have a few of my own.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard that you have a tendency to turn the tables, so to speak.
I am a creature of habit. It's part of my process. I just really like to know who I'm talking to. I really believe that everybody is worthy of truly being seen. And I work like that with everybody.
Right. Well, I'm not as accustomed as you are to being in the spotlight, but I'll happily answer any of your questions. I just probably won't do it as charismatically as you.
Oh. I had my people do some research on you. You're very vocal about my work and its effect on you. I'm curious to know why.
Well, your work is just so visceral and intense. I remember vividly the first time I saw a photo of one of your early scenes, and I still have the same reaction every time I look at it. It's like a punch to the gut, which I think is the mark of something truly extraordinary. You know, with a lot of women who do what you do, there's so much unspoken, suppressed even. It's almost as if they lack the courage to allow the moment to really breathe. Not with you, though. No. From my perspective, you embrace everything. You take all that is ugly and offensive and cruel in the world, and you let it fuel you. And in doing so, you allow yourself to be changed. Every person you work with seems to bring out a different aspect of you. That's why your work's so gut-wrenching, so authentic. It's not just about satisfying your ego either. You're doing it to make a comment on society, there aspects of society that really matter. As a viewer, that is so powerful. And as a woman, it takes my breath away. Because you aren't afraid to be ugly, which is a luxury that we aren't afforded. I have to say it makes for thrilling material when writing a book.
A book? Well, given the amount of passion you have for my work, I'm sure my legacy is in safe hands. I've just always believed that if you really know why you're going after something, it'll be infectious to other people.
Let's talk about motivation. So what
drives me? Okay, so you know how there's always that one kid in school, and they're the best at, let's say, running. Practice. And you just know that they're always going to be good. They're always going to win at what they do. Then you have the quiet achievers.
People like you.
Yes, like me. And we work, we practice, we learn. But at the end of the day, there's just very little in the way of medals or awards or adulations or, God forbid, even love or nothing, really.
Are you talking about envy?
I'm talking about respect. Okay, some guy gets to run 1/15 of a second quicker than some other guy, but both of those guys are just gonna end up working in the same car parts dealership down the road or worse. And then people like me, we get to achieve like some kind of zenith of success in the field or anything.
I think it's fair to say that you have personally achieved some sort of reasonable notoriety.
Oh, yes. You could say that, I guess.
And some people would say that your performances, your acts, were done in a way which could be termed cold or calculating.
It's my art. Of course it's calculating. Do you know anybody who's done it any other way? You plan, you memorize, you study, and you know what it is that you were doing, and you get out there, and by God, you do it better than anybody else ever has. And then you become great, and you start to show the Steves, and the Craigs, and the Bretts, and the Jeffreys, and the Georges of this world that everything they've ever done, their miserable fucking lives, means absolutely nothing. Because what I've done is I've gone out there, and I've taken the spotlight off them, and I've knocked them dead every fucking time, but with style. And with class. I knocked them dead.
Yeah, you sure did.
I am one of the greats.
You sure are. Congratulations. You're gonna be remembered by just about everybody.
Time's up.
Well, that's it for today, Ella. Thank you for spending some time with me. Your defense team has insisted on at least a dozen more sessions before the arraignment, so we will set those up for you.
I'm not crazy. I'm committed.
Oh yeah, I know. It's been a pleasure for me.
Me too.
Ellen, do you think there's going to be a sequel?
We are obviously delighted at this outcome, and as we've always maintained, Ms. Perry has been the victim of a vicious campaign by law enforcement to create a scapegoat to give men a false sense of security, especially at night when walking alone. It's time that men take a sense of responsibility for their own safety by behaving in an appropriate way and not expecting law enforcement to round up innocent women like Ms. Perry. We will be seeking monetary damages from the state. Thank you.